All right, so let me turn the camera. All right, so I got the wheels swapped, and just for fun, I just flipped the Scag wheel backwards because it wasn't gonna mount the other way. So got that on the Toro. I don't think I'm gonna use it that way, but I might take this out this way and try it out. I got the Toro wheels on there. Obviously it sticks out, but if I don't have any gears to go through and I'd rather be using this machine, I can go ahead and just roll around like this. Obviously there's an engineering question here, going a little bit smaller profile, how does that affect the deck height? It's obviously going to cut lower than me adjusting it. So already I'm losing probably quite a lot. So it's probably gonna sit like, I don't know, 2 clicks down already on the adjustment, on the height adjustment. So I got to be careful. I won't be able to get my full height, but I could bring the orange wheels with me, and if I need to swap it out anytime, I can. I can, change tires really quickly. I have my drill, so if that's something I want to do. I don't know yet. I'm considering it because this whole week is going to be wet, and if I rather use the Scag, this is my way to do it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments, and obviously feel free to hate because this definitely needs some haterade because, oh my god, I'm putting Toro parts on a Scag and vice versa, and you're an idiot, you're putting smaller wheels on a bigger, design diameter setup, like you're reducing your circumference, and now you're changing the whole geometry and engineering design, like this is not a designed function and you're completely altering it. We do that with cars all the time. Don't tell me you guys don't. So, I come from the tuner world, and this is like something we would do just to see how things work and fit, and this is how you learn, Nobody wants to do this on YouTube. Guess what? I guess I have to do it. So, but anyways, I got them both mounted. I don't have the torque spec on the lug nuts yet, but 4 Ooga is probably good enough because that's what they've been doing with everything on these mowers. No one's telling me, oh, it's 100 foot-pounds. Everyone's just like, oh, just hit it a couple times until the bolt stops spinning. I'm like, I'm not used to that kind of mechanic work, guys. I'm used to 94 foot-pounds, 80 foot-pounds, 110, 115. Like, give me a number to work with. I have a torque wrench. But seems like lawn mowing guys are just like, no, just bolt start spinning, you're good. Roll with it. Because you're not really on the road probably, and there's no lives in danger, Like, you're not going to get in a car wreck because you didn't do 6 Ooga versus 4, You're the only one on a lawn, so I get it. Safety's not really paramount there on that. Obviously, you don't want to strip your bolts, so you don't want to go too hard. But use basic common sense. But anyways, I'm going to try this out. No one's going to stop me, obviously. Hopefully it doesn't void warranty because no one's told me that or said anything. I've mentioned it to the dealer. He's just said, yeah, we'll look into it. And we'll get you a new, bigger tire or whatever. Like, he didn't say it's going to void the warranty or not to do it. So, as far as I know, it's just a tire. So, if anything, it's less work, because it's smaller. Yeah, it's probably more like grip, but this has more than enough torque to turn this tire and destroy lawns versus this tire. This tire is already destroying lawns. So I'm basically not going to be any worse off right now as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I could bring this down, but it doesn't really, there's no suspension, so it's going to look like that when it's on the ground. So yeah, here, you can kind of see. I'll keep walking around. You guys want to see a different angle. But it definitely is a Mad Max edition of the V Ride 2 32-inch that has become probably a 36-inch width without the cutting ability. Which brings me to a question. Can I go and slap a 36-inch deck on this if I ever got one? I don't know. Can somebody answer that question? I would assume so, because they're identical. So if I wanted to go and just make this my own 36, could I do it? Yes or no? Somebody tell me. Or even better, like what if I want to slap a bigger than 36-inch deck? Can you do it? You know? Obviously no one wants to tell you that in Scag because they're like, oh no, we'd rather you buy a second machine instead of buying 3 decks, you know, that you can swap out on your own. Which to me is more logical if you want to save money. And let's say you're like, oh, I don't have the use for 32s anymore. All my lawns are 36 and up. Well, I don't want to buy another $10,000 mower. Let me just buy a new deck, which decks break, and I could just replace it, you know? Like if I broke the deck on this Toro, they're not going to tell me go buy another mower. They're going to tell me go buy another deck, you know? So why can't I just do that for the Scag? Same thing. They sell decks. I know they do because people wreck them. So anyways, that's all I have for now. I will obviously do a video later and let you know what I think of it, playing around with this thing. I mean, hey, it's my money. I spent the money. I can do what I want with it. If I want to try different parts on my mower, you know, I'm going to do it. So, but anyways, there you go. I'll let you guys know what happens. But I really like the zero turn, you know, as far as like comfort, and to me it turns better in terms of like control. This Toro has better control, but the Scag is just amazing. It's just, there's more than words you can put to what the Scag is. You know, I'm not just saying that. I'm not sponsored or anything, but there's something magical about a more expensive build, you know? Like, it's just a better build. It's got better parts and you can feel it. The motor is not as strong, but in some ways it is really strong. Just ran into a big lawn today though that it felt really too weak for it. But that lawn was literally, I ran away and just quit because it was, I don't know what machine could handle that. Like, you would have to have like those monster big, you know, zero turns that are like $25,000. Like, you got to have one of those to do that lawn. Like, there's no way. It was just it was almost taller than the stand-up. Honestly, that grass was, I don't even know. It was so tall. It was nuts. It definitely would break lawnmowers. It broke someone's lawnmower already. That's why I was there. So like 2 guys tried, they quit. And the 3rd guy, I quit. When I quit, the owner wasn't even surprised. She's like, I totally understand. So I'm like, oh, I wish you would have told me over the phone that you were going to set me up for failure and that this place was like 30 inches of height grass, like some African jungle safari type, you know, where you need like a Toyota Hilux in its highest form of off-road capability, you know, not a stupid like standing 32-inch lawnmower that's designed for backyard applications that aren't crazy. Anyways, all right, I'm at 9 minutes. I will let you guys know what I find out in another video. Maybe tomorrow after this hurricane, because actually the hurricane arrives tonight, Hurricane Ian. So I mowed actually today during a lot of the hurricane weather. I didn't care, you know. Then I found out there was a curfew. I was like, oh, I'm out. I don't want to bust anyone's curfew. So, but I mowed with this today, just one lawn. The other 3 lawns, I used that Craftsman push mower, and it got me through because they were really tiny lawns. So this thing is overkill now. Like, I just refuse to push that 150-pound mower. No, thank you. So, all right, we're at under 10 minutes, and I'm out. I'll see you guys on the next video.